What's going on, you guys? How's everybody doing? How's everybody out there? We appreciate you guys tuning in to the Selfish Leader Podcast. I'm your host, Lawrence Thompson. I am your consultant and coach. I talk about leadership, media, and all the good stuff in between, man. But I appreciate everybody who are coming on, everybody who's gonna like this, share this, all that good stuff. Invite people in because we got another dope show, man, that's gonna be off the chain, and you don't want to miss out. But also, you guys, man, we do we do have where you can put your comments in there and ask questions. So if you got any questions, you got any comments that you want to say, please drop them in there, and we actually going to bring them up so that we can answer those stuff. So let's tap into that at the end, and we'll go from there, man. So man, today's host, man, I mean today's guest, I'm all mixed up right now because I'm super excited, man. Because I'm like, I've been waiting for this interview for a long time, man, and it's been like uh, a long time coming, man. Because this brother here, man, we knew each other since we was kids. We hung out, we family. You know what I'm saying? It's just and seeing him growing and seeing where we come full circle, like we doing things in a big way, and so. Uh, I'm just like overjoyed, man, to catch this, man. And so you guys know I don't do a lot of bios, and I let people talk about themselves. So without further ado, I'm gonna bring my cousin, my friend, my brother, Sam Nelson. What's going on, man?
Hey, how you doing, brother?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, man. I appreciate you coming on, man, and actually, blessing us with your voice, with your knowledge on the Selfish Leader podcast, man. I'm super excited about this because I got some questions to ask you, man. And so, man, so tell people who you are, man, and all that good stuff, man.
Well, I'm Samuel Nelson. I own Massage on the Go. We are a nationwide chair massage company, which means we bring the massage to your office anywhere in the United States. So you have to have at least 12 to 25 people in the office. I can send somebody to you anywhere from New York to California. You just let us know. We can bring the massage to you anywhere in the United States.
Love it.
That's one thing. Also, I love the Lord, go to church, Greater New Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church. My faith is really important to me. One of the ministers there, and whatever else I can do to help out to the community, I try my best to.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So massage on the go, man. Like it's a massage. Hold on, let me go back. How do we address y'all? Because they used to say massage therapist, they say masseuse, they say what? How do we address y'all that
We
that are actually giving these massages?
Well, what we say in the industry, because we're trained to manipulate muscles on a microscopic level, we are
Yeah.
trained therapists. So we're not a masseuse. We feel that if you take some lotion yourself and rub it on somebody, and you being a masseuse, you moving a muscle, you touching the person. But a massage therapist, we are doing educated touch for a therapeutic outcome. So it's not just touching somebody. If I give you a massage, I'm looking for most people have shoulder issues or they have impingement of the brachial plexus. That means it's a bundle of nerves that comes off your shoulder and neck area and it sends tingling down to your hands. People think it's carpal tunnel syndrome, but it could be that. So just that tingling that we talk about in our fingertips, we implement programs like that to help release that. It's not like you come to Hot Springs, Arkansas, and they just rub on you. Now that's a masseuse, but
Yeah.
and I'm not knocking people who do massages and they just rub on you, but we're trying to do something to actually help your shoulder stop hurting, help your back stop hurting, help your the pain down the back of your legs. You see what I'm saying? From sitting so long, people develop those issues.
Gotcha. So he a massage therapist, right? And so it's a deeper thing to say that. So in your massage business here, your therapist out there, I heard you say that you guys are like looking at different things to get deep down to help relieve certain pains in there. And I saw you give an interview and do a presentation, especially when women and when they wear the heels. And I never thought about that or never looked at that of how that affect the women while they're wearing heels. And so,
Mm-hmm.
as you send your therapist out, what are two things that you want them to not only hit? and do, but also the benefit of the person that is actually getting that therapy?
Well, you have those common areas, like I said, the sciatica, the carpal tunnel syndrome, even in the ankle, the plantar fasciitis or shortening of the Achilles tendon. Back in the day, the Greek mythology, the Achilles heel, that area. But it's so important. So I want my therapist to be able to adjust their massage to meet that person's health level. They're diabetic, high blood pressure, or there are certain ways and certain techniques you can do. And we try not to be rigid as the BMI chart. The BMI chart has that height, weight, mathematical equation. So this has to be it. But everybody's body is different. Everybody's bone structure is different. The uniqueness about the body is we all have the same amount of bones, but they just form different. Certain heights, and if your body is up under certain conditions, your muscle feel different ways. A bodybuilder body feels different than a swimmer's body. A stay-at-home wife that does a lot of lifting, they have a lot of shoulder issues, or a nail tech, she has a lot of shoulder issues. A barber, you see they holding the clip. So we try to change that. That's what a massage therapist do, and that's what I want my team to be able to do, to be more educated and just rubbing on people.
Cool. So you've been business how long?
Man, so I went to massage school and graduated at 21. I still worked for Brothers as a pallet wrapper, and I did massages on the side. I worked at I drove forklift, did massages on the side. I worked at Target from 7 at night to 7 in the morning, got up at 9, did massages on the side. So there's 25. So I did it part-time, trying to understand and get it right. And then I hopped out at 30 full-time. And I just lost it. I went at it, stayed below my means, jab, and just went after it. Yep. So all in all, we'll say 10 years, 100% me. The first 5 to 10 years, just trying to figure it out, doing it part-time and learning the patterns the hard way. I ain't had the money to buy the data. So I collected the data as it came and tried to figure it out, jabbing and weaving. Like I tell people, I left college, but I never left the classroom. I'm always just trying to learn from each situation.
Ooh, that's a bar right there. He said he left college, but he never left the classroom. Hey, you guys, man, who are listening to this, man, we want to thank people that came in. Latrell, Chad, thank you for coming in and leaving comments from that. Also, you guys, man, put that in the chat, man. Type that in there, man. I left college, but I ain't leave the classroom. Like he dropped that on you. So make sure you guys tag that in there. Make sure you like and share also and send this out to somebody, because we about to get into some deep stuff of how he built his business. And you're going to learn something, man. He grew his business to being a 6-figure business, right? And so we're excited to understand his mindset of what he did and how he did it. All right, Sam. So now you in this business and you doing this thing, right? How did you acquire your customer? How did you go out and hit that ground? Because one of the hardest and toughest thing that we hear when it comes to business is like people not making money.
Right.
And there's a reason why people are not making money. It's not that they don't have the skill. It's not they don't have the talent. It's not they don't even have the certification, but it's something that is missing. And you talk about it a lot is sales. So tell us, how did you acquire that customer and bring it along in your business?
Man, I met a guy and he told me about Raymond James. Morgan Keegan. And he was saying that those people have a lot of money. And I was like, okay. So I went home the next day, got my best suit that I thought was good. It was a tan suit, white shirt. Went down there to Parkwood, who owns the building that Morgan Keegan rented from, and said, I give you 2 or 3 days of free massages. And I took the money I had and was buying chocolate-covered strawberries to draw people in. And you can write your name, your email, and your phone number in a book. And I just gave away massages. It's all you can do. You take every quarter you got and put it back in it and keep going and keep going and keep missing out. Every Friday you can't go out. just pour
Yeah.
into it, pour into it. But I feel that marketing is missing, like that guerrilla style of marketing. A lot of people want to send a bunch of emails, but like I was telling my COO today, I said I heard where Raymond James was. I went to the building. I asked, I walked out on faith. I heard it, I had hope, and I hopped out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hesitate, and I learned trial and error. So from that location, they let me do the one across the street. And then this lady met me at a party, and her husband wrote an article about me, and that got me more publicity. And from the article, Knights Logistics brought me along. So I'm learning as I go, and I'm just trying to figure it out, like what makes sense, asking questions. And the same thing that I do today, I take people to lunch. What I did when I first started, the little money I was making, everybody that owned the business, any type of business, I take them to lunch. And I just ask them questions about their business. I really believe, I don't know a lot about the school of Montessori, but they say it's like you learn one thing, how everything balances, science go with math and all that. But I say all that to say that a lot of the business stuff just makes sense. If that made sense, like if you see something, you go after it. It's a literal thing, so you can't hesitate. And just how I got it, I just went and got it. That's basically just went and get it,
Love
and
it.
just keep
I
going.
love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Love it. I love how you said you just heard somebody said this and you just went there and then you gave an offer, you put it out there and you said, hey, let me get the free massage. I mean, get your free massage, gave the strawberries, and that kind of brought them in and people started talking and people started going from there. As as all this stuff starting to develop, right? As a leader, because you eventually expanded and now you're scaling it. What was your mindset as a leader? Far as right now, you're leading yourself in the beginning stages of your business. What was your mindset as you start to do this? Like, how did you keep yourself, locked in? How do you keep yourself having mental fortitude? How do you keep yourself being, determined and disciplined so that you can achieve the goal that you at right now?
Man, and I'm not trying to sound cocky, but you have to go to the absolute point that there's no other choice. This is it. This is it. I mean, it wasn't no, I'm bobbed the weave and tried to do other things, but you just keep going. You keep hitting the heavy bag. You keep going,
Yeah.
and that's what that was my mindset. There's no other choice. I got to make this work, and I pray, and I kept pushing. I feel like there was this is my thing. How I got to where I am, I was working at the university club. I was walking past the swimming pool area. I get a call from a company from another state about an event that was going on in Memphis. And it was a little chip came on my shoulder. I'm like, who is these people? Memphis is my city. If any massage is happening in that's how you feel. If anything happened in my city, everybody got to make their money. Everybody got to feel. I don't want to be greedy, but you had an edge, like you can't. No, I'd rather people in my city eat than people outside of my city. This is my city. You see what I'm saying? So it gave me that little edge. So I took that contract. I went to a lawyer, and we went over the contract, and I learned about contracts and 1099s, and just like I said, asking questions, taking people to lunch. You got to give somebody something for their time. You see what I'm saying? You can't just come in and say, hey, can I pick your brain? But hey, where you like to eat it? Excuse me. And once you figure out what they like or what they like to do, take them out and give them something for their time.
Cool, cool. Hey, Sam, so we're going to take a real quick 30-second break so we can adjust a little bit. But you guys, please keep tuning in. You guys, please be tapping in because here on this backside of this break, I will dive into some more questions, but also we want you guys to ask some questions. So if you have a question in your mind about how to build business, how to lead people, and how to scale your business, come with those questions because we're here to answer those questions. We're here to connect with you and all that good stuff. And so, man, I need you guys to keep tuning in. I need you guys to like. I need you guys to share. and I need.
I can't hear you.
Welcome back, you guys, man. Hey, you guys, man. We appreciate you guys watching us. We appreciate you guys listening in and tuning in, man. That was a small commercial break to kind of just show you guys that we are the Selfish Leader Podcast, man, and we are here bringing on leaders, bringing on entrepreneurs, bringing on those who are doing those people that are doing dope things that can give you insight, give you information to not only make you a stronger leader, but also make sure your mindset is at a place where you're winning every single day, because there's somebody next to you, there's somebody in your network, there's somebody around you, there's somebody on your feed right now that you can learn from, that you can tap in, and they that close to you. And so we're going to bring people on the spirit, the spark, stir you up. I hope they piss you off. And the reason why I say I hope they piss you off, I hope they piss you off enough that you get tired of hearing them because you sitting still, and you get your butt up and you go get it. Like Sam said, put your head down and go get it. All right, Sam, man. I want to ask you this question here. Now your business is moving and it's going, but I didn't hear you say I went to individuals. You said you went to businesses, and like I when I first saw your business, it didn't hit me. I'm like, he's not bringing just people in, he bringing businesses in. What made you kind of look at that industry like that instead of just doing one off people, like one person, one person?
Man, I was working at UPS throwing boxes, and I was trying to calculate how much money UPS was making off me on each box that I was sitting there and how much money I was making. And I'm sitting like, if it's 1 million people working at UPS and their profit margin is 20%, but it's 20% of a million. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you got a lot of people moving and you get a little percentage off of it, you have to keep it moving, but you do bigger groups. So you can instead of making my goal when I was and you got to follow how I talk. When I always try to give examples so people can understand. So listen, when I was younger, my goal was $200 a day. Since I was like 17 years old, if I could try to make $200 a day, and if I couldn't figure it out for a while, I was like, okay, what I'm gonna do? I'm in school, blah blah blah, and then I got older. And that was my first goal. Okay, you do this many massages, you talk to this many people. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I stayed motivated and getting to that point with corporations. Corporations have a lot of people. Instead of you going to your house, his house, his house, his house, he might get fired. He might move. He might have family issues. Her husband might get mad. He might be a person that's trying to do more than get a massage. My massage therapist might be tempted. It's so many scenarios that went on in my head that I was like, it's safer to do corporate America. It's more people. It's more control, and it's easier to duplicate.
Gotcha.
That's what came to my head. You know, what you see what I'm saying? There's so many other areas of issues that could occur if I send somebody to your house or hotel. So we really, 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 really try not to. But if we do a contract with a company in Texas and they say they need 20 massage therapists in 8 different states from 10 to 4, that's $400 an hour times 20 therapists. And you just make that in one day. You see what I'm saying? Versus, yeah. So that's why we try to do and everybody love it because all my therapists get paid the same day.
Oh, wow. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. So how many therapists you got underneath you right now?
So we have independent contractors. So the contract will tell them date, time, and location. And we have a portal on the back end that we screen them, their education, things of that nature, try to figure out what's best massage suits their skill set. So we screen them that way, get all their insurance information, and then from that point, when a company calls, we will send them through our portal, and the therapist will click and say yes, they want the job, and from there, they receive the information and they're gonna do it. So with that, it fluctuates from 130 massage therapists to 500 massage therapists. So it depends on what they need. At the most, we have had 550 moving at the same time.
Wow, 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 wow. So with all those individuals out here doing their thing, you as being the leader, how do you keep them focused and motivated, right? I know they're independent contractors and they kind of like, they're flowing with themselves, but how do you help them to stay motivated? How do you help them to, stay locked in and actually go get it, and then also keeping your business, up, as to say, that's per se.
Well, everybody that I hire, excuse me, over a period of time, usually go work for themselves because I'm pretty transparent and I try to pour into everybody as much as I can. I always tell my team that they can do it, they can go get it. I always, like I said earlier, there's a lot of people out here that need massages. Excuse me, and I tell my therapist too. Our structure is to make sure that we have a steady massage going on for you. So we try to put them on steady contracts, and then we have some that are seasonal and yearly. But we try to tell them up front to be transparent of like, hey, take this job, you can make this amount of money, and people usually jump on it. And we try to motivate them by money motivation. Basically, we'll pay you this same day because other massage therapist companies wait 2 weeks, 30 days, 60 days, and they hate it. So we
Wow.
try our best to pay them same day. That's why we have agreements with corporate America that they can control the pay quicker than, again, an individual person. We try to move that money like that, but he might cancel. He might be a no call, no show. That's why I never really like a brick and mortar either. That's a good way to make money doing massages, but I don't like the overhead. I can run my company from my computer.
Awesome, awesome. So we're gonna ask two more questions, and then we're gonna get into our viewers' question if they have one. One question I want to ask you is about the technology. You said people going through your portal
Uh-huh.
and actually sign up for being a part of your company, right? Being a therapist underneath your company. What was that build out like? Are you is this your portal that you personally built, or are you like affiliate to some other company that actually bring those therapists in?
No, we have a system internally that we recruit the therapists, and
Mhm.
then we just send them. It's real simple. A landing page link that says your first name, last name, and then that's how they sign up for it. After they get in our database, we send them a regular group me and a curious scheduling. We send them a message through that. So we use software. Um, we did look at custom software, 50, 60,
Gotcha.
70,000. We looked at leasing software, but all of them have limitations. And like I told you, being from where we grew up, you try to figure out ways to grow, but yet keep your overhead low. So we know
Right.
if we have so many events going on, we can have a platform that we paying um, two platforms of 60 calendars open, but they part of the day. So we can just rotate people off the calendars and use that versus paying that $50,000.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. So this last question, man, is something that I want to ask you. As you are now in this thing 15 years and you see where it's going, what is your like 2 year to 5 year goal of your company?
Man, to fully systemize the company because systems make you a multimillionaire. From what I've seen, interviewing, talking, finding ways to touch people. There's a thing called 52 touches. Well, how do you touch this person 52 times to help them make a decision. There's another thing, strategy called 10-3-1. Talk to 10 people, 3 listen, 1 to buy. Well, what system is in place to touch those things 10 times? So because you can't do everything, I can't do everything. We all have to have some type of systems to speed up their process and increase our amount of touch points. We try to use social media, we try to use podcasts. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I want to do, is to increase those internal systems to make everything is almost putting a quarter in the vending machine. That's exactly what I want to be able to do. I want my company to run as smooth as you walking up to a vending machine, put a quarter in, press what you want, and about time that quarter hit the drink, I need reaction. That's what I want.
Gotcha.
So that's the system wise, but I want to keep growing it too. I'm doing something else right now called MOTG Wellbeing. We do a total wellness solution. So we have biometric screening. We have the massage therapists. We have group fitness. We can provide all those things inside of the workspace. So this is our second year with 2 companies, and everything is going smooth. So now I feel, and that's one thing too, everybody starting off, don't talk too soon. Don't do too much too soon too often. You see what I'm saying? So, and what I mean by that, the company was going good, but I felt more comfortable talking about the company after we got a renewal contract. I don't feel like you should run out and tell everybody what you're doing before you try to master or kind of understanding of what you're doing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we knew what we was doing. Don't get us wrong, but we wanted to make sure that our systems are constantly getting better before you do too much. Because when you take on too much too soon, you cannot give that quality of customer service to the client that they need. You see what I'm saying? Like if you're a good client, if you have a great client or trying to have great customer service, you cultivate a relationship and that person feels easy to talk to you about what's going on versus just sending emails. There's nothing personable in an email. I think relationship moves the ship. If you don't relate in the ship doesn't move. So what it means is you got to communicate with that person and try to be as personable as possible. That's one thing about the strawberries. They was unique. They was Prussel strawberries. They was white chocolate strawberry. They just wasn't regular. It was something to cultivate a relationship. People would come in like, wow. And people judge you how you look. If you look like money, they'll give it to you. I say it all the time. Your presentation is your, point of your elevation. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Man, I'm learning it. Like I'm learning it. I'm getting better. I'm getting better at that. Saying look like money because t-shirt jeans, man. I'm getting better at that.
I mean, if your audience, man, but it's your audience. It's money in t-shirts and jeans because them 4-wheelers and off-roading and riding horses and all that blue jeans. Nah, that's a lot of money. You see how much Rick Ross bull thing was? That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
yeah. It's just me kind of like really now you see the screens and you see all the different things and like I had to say, I just can't go live and just go like because that's what I would do. I just press live and just go. And you know me, I'll keep talking. Right. But I've been doing it for like over 8 years of going live and doing shows and whatever. But I was like, hey, I gotta look like the brand. I got to make the brand look like something. I got to make it look like where it needs to be so that it can attract the right people, the proper people to come. And so I can say it's what you said is true. Like the moment I start branding myself, the moment I started to create what I need to create and look better, people start like really hitting on everything and start rocking with your boy. So I get it. I'm gonna look more and more like money coming soon, But Sam, man, I want to appreciate you, for coming on and all that good stuff. I want to also extend this now to those who are out here listening to us. If you have any question that you want to ask Sam about running his massage therapist business, shout out the business again.
Massage on the Go Memphis. We are Massage on the Go Memphis. And like I said, my new business is about 3 or 4 years old now. We had the 2-year contract. It took a while to get us some contracts in. but it was running. So let me tell you a little backstory. The new business came along during the pandemic. If you, I don't know if you remember, they wrote an article about me by God's grace in the Memphis Business Journal, talking about the pivot. I ended up selling PPE. So and that's what I'm saying. Like, you just got to go get it. In any business, you apply the same thing. I went from doing massages by God's grace to recalling my clients and saying, "Hey, I have hand sanitizers, I have gloves, I have masks." Reaching out to schools, but it's that same dedication. I just start inboxing all the schools on Instagram, texting them, emailing them, inboxing all the nail texts, just calling. You can't hesitate. A lot of people take too long in between the thought and the action. You see what I'm saying? We overthink, try it. Just try it and see. God said, try me, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you
but
guys,
that's where that company came from. So I started selling the PPE, and then I realized what other things corporate America was needing to staff and everything. So from that pandemic on to now, we've been rocking and rolling.
that'll work. That'll work. Well, Sam, man, like I said, I want to appreciate you coming on, all that good stuff. Don't leave too soon. I gotta give a couple. I gotta give some things that I want to shout out. All this stuff. But first, I want to say, man, I appreciate you being a guest on my
Thank you,
show.
man.
Do
Thank you
not
for
take
having me
it.
on.
I do not take it lightly, man. I do not take it lightly when people come on. I do not take it lightly or me doing my show. I look at my show as being one of the top shows that's out here on YouTube and everywhere, right? And
Yeah.
so, for you to be here and be on here and give us your knowledge, give us your information, man, I appreciate that, man. And much more success to you, man. And we family. You know what I'm
And
saying?
we still got to grab lunch, man. Thank you so much for
Yeah, yeah,
having me on, man. Thank you. People don't understand how much it takes to run a podcast, the things that go. Because I had one called "Sell or Fail." If you're not selling, you're failing. Let's get this
yeah,
money was the tagline, and we had quite a few. I don't know if you get a chance to listen to it, but
yeah.
yeah, but we know. I mean, I know it takes a lot, man. So I'm proud of you too. Keep up, man. Keep on going, and let me know if there's anything I can do to bless you, and I know you'll bless me as well.
Cool, cool, cool. All right, you guys, man, I want to bring up something right now. Sam, do you have to go right now?
No, brother, let's talk.
All right, cool, cool, cool. So you guys, I want to bring up something right now. I'm actually testing this in my back screen, right? And so what I want to do is I want to bring up. I have a couple opportunities going to happen. One of these opportunities happening this week is that your boy movie is coming out Friday, man. It's coming
Okay.
out this Friday. It's called Marked. It's gonna be on YouTube. You guys go see me share it, all that good stuff. So I'm making the announcement now to everybody that the movie is coming on. I'm super excited. It's the first time I ever was the star of the movie. I did a
Okay.
radio. I did talks about it. I had some critics talk about it. They gave me great reviews. So I am super excited to even see this with you guys, man. So on Friday, I will be sharing the tag. I want to thank Victoria and her team, Clarence, and all them, man, what they did with this movie. Mark is something that you probably want to see. I get it. I tap into my inner Denzel equalizer type. You know what I'm saying? But it's super dope, man. So let me bring up. Let me see if it brings it up. No, it won't bring it up. It's in the background. I will have to drop everybody. But what I'll do after we close the show out, you guys gonna see a round robin of different opportunities to actually connect. Right. The next thing I want to talk about is a stage play that we have, a stage play that we are uh, that we are doing, and it's called Dare to Dream. Right. Dare to Dream is the stage play. And you guys can go to Dare to Dream. It is March the 17th. March the 17th is Dare to Dream. So if you want to get a ticket to Dare to Dream, I'm also in this play, which is pretty cool. I was doing an interview tomorrow about the play, but I'm in this play here, and this room, this play here is super dope. If you need inspiration, if you need empowerment, if you need that spark to set that flyer up so you can go get, Go grab a ticket right here. And the link is right here in the bio. You guys will start seeing me share it over and over again with the guy and the girl and the flyer. So go get your ticket. We have VIP tickets, so get those tickets. Come out. Also, if there's businesses out there that would love to sponsor this and get yourself out there or want to be a vendor, please let us know. Contact me in a DM. I will send the information over and get you to the right people so that you can connect with. So that is Dare to Dream stage play. I'm super excited about that. This is my first time doing it like that. So come out, man, March the 17th. You guys see the flyer all over my post. All right, before I go, you guys, I want to drop something straight motivational to you. And this motivation moment is this. They may think, and you may think you're too small, but you're big to somebody. And always lean into that. Do not tap out. Do not quit. I know it's a struggle. I know it's a fight. I know that it seems like, man, you don't know what's going on, what's happening left and right. And you think you getting traction, you not getting traction. You thinking that people see it and not see it or whatever. Listen, tap out of looking at the likes. Tap out of looking at the comments. Just keep your head down and keep moving. Just like Sam said, he just start going. He just did it. He just kept moving. He just went after it, right? He switched off in his head and he just start going. You have to continue to do the thing that you said you want to do. You wrote that down on your vision board. You wrote that down in your journal. You wrote that down on your mirror. And you told as many people as you told them, yes, you may not see the results today, but a person who is doing something has more seed in the ground than a person sitting on the couch.
Right.
I would much rather have seed in the ground than sit on the couch.
Right.
So get your seed in the ground, man. If you get the seed in the ground, it can produce fruit. It can produce a root first.
Yep.
You just got to get the seed in the ground. And the ground is the environments that you're in. He tapping into this podcast, tap into Sam. His feed is on there. All this is tied together. Tap into everybody that we're tapping into. Hey, we got an actual community called the Equity Chasers. Tap into the Equity Chasers.
Let's go.
If you want to find out information about the Equity Chasers, DM me. Get into this network, get into this environment so that your seeds can now germinate because there's fruit in the seed. There are fruit in the seed, but you got to get it in the ground.
Well, hold up before we leave. I'm sorry, I'm cutting you
out. Don't sit back and chill. Get out there and go, man, because it's necessary and it's important. And I'm gonna say this last thing, and I'm gonna let Sam take it. I always say this. Is that if you don't get your gift out there or you don't do what you're supposed to be doing, you're a thief and a robber. And the reason is because we're waiting with earnest expectation for your gift, your purpose to manifest so that we can experience it with you so you can make sure that our lives are enjoyable and fun. All right, Sam, go ahead.
But no, I wanted to, excuse me, I got a little dry cough. First of all, make sure you have a balanced life to stay focused. I've been sipping on my kombucha. Make sure you keep your good health really good. All right. But I want to say congratulations, man. I don't want to get out here. I'm sorry for cutting you off. I'm proud of you. That's great, man. You're leading the movie. So let's give you your flowers, man. Everybody.
Appreciate it, man.
Congratulations, man. But stay motivated. I pray that the show get picked up. We'll see you getting a Grammy one day or Oscar or anything.
Hey, I said I'm gonna get the Tubi Award around this back.
Hey, one of my goals years ago, I said I want to be on the front of Forbes. I want to be on the front of E Magazine, and I want to be on the front of Black Enterprise.
Love it.
You just got to keep going hard, man. That door opened up soon.
Cool. Yeah. All right, you guys, man. Yeah, no doubt. All right, you guys, I want to shout some people out who came by. I'm just going to go down the name. Chad, thank you for coming by. Latrell, thank you for coming by. Miss Gay, thank you for coming by. Kelvin Woods, thank you for coming by. Sugar Sweet, thank you for coming by. That's my sister there. Man, I want to thank everybody who came by.
Hey, I ain't seen her in a long time. People don't realize how far back. I'm sorry I'm breaking protocol, man, but like we've been knowing each other since we was kids.
kids. Yeah, since
Yeah,
kids.
like
Shooting
kids,
ball,
kids.
shooting ball. Orange
Shoot
Mound.
ball in Orange Mound, Bethel Grove. Like you never know, man. God is
You never
really
know.
good. You never know what'll
Yeah, yeah,
happen. You never know your journey. You just got to keep
yeah,
going forward, man. I
yeah,
preached a
yeah,
sermon, and I'm not going to be all churchy, but preached a sermon New Year's Eve about Abraham and how
yeah,
Abraham, when God told him leave everything and just go, you
yeah,
know, that no blueprint lifestyle. I think a lot of us are looking for so many mentors and taking so many courses, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you have to apply the knowledge that you're taking in those courses. You know, I
yeah,
think people take course after course after course after course after course and not apply the knowledge. So that's not wisdom. If you just learn
yeah.
and learn, you got to apply it and grow wiser if it's going to work for you or not. So, but
Exactly.
Abraham did. You know, he grew with faith with God and he left and he went this way, he went that way. We know how the story goes, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, God got him right. So we
He
have to
did.
have that no blueprint lifestyle. Quit being
Love it,
afraid.
love it,
Up out there on faith.
love it, love it. All right, you guys. You guys got a whole lot. Please go back and watch the replay. Write it down, digest it, eat it, all that good stuff, man. And do what you do, man. Man, I appreciate everybody who came on. I appreciate everybody who's watching, and I thank you guys for that. This is one of the dopest podcasts out here. This is the Selfish Leader Podcast. I'm your boy Lawrence, and I sound out like this all the time. We may not be the solution, but we will be the antidote. I love you guys. Have a great day.
Thank you again.
Go.